Good morning, Wisdom Seekers. I hope you enjoyed the introduction to Writing Wisdom yesterday. I have a special discussion for you this morning. We're going to look at a poem, but we're going to talk about it because I want you to familiarize yourself with some of the terms that I use, or just so you have some understanding of what I mean when I say we're going to open a door or create an opening with poetry. Poetry can be such a beautiful way to examine the world, really, and challenge ourselves even. So I'm going to read this poem, and then we'll talk about it a little bit before I'll then read it a second time and give you some jump-off lines if you want to use it to write to from this video. This poem's called Clearing by Martha Postlewaite. Do not try to save the whole world or do anything grandiose. Instead, create a clearing in the dense forest of your life and wait there patiently until the song that is your life falls into your own cupped hands and you recognize and greet it. Only then will you know how to give yourself to this world so worth of rescue. I love this poem. It's called Clearing. And when I say it creates an opening, it creates an opening in many ways. You can kind of look at through the eyes of this poem, or the opening of this poem, about how you choose to show up with the world, your relationship and to the world in general. You can examine that. You can also go inward, and because it really does challenge you. There's a part through the poem about challenging you to go inward and wait and get soft and really tune into yourself. How do I want to show up in the world? What are my gifts that I want to bring to the world so worth of rescue? I don't think any of us think that the world isn't worth of rescue. So what do we have to bring to it? There's a challenge in the poem to go inward and look at that. And that's really some of the beauty of this. So you could take this poem in many, many, many different directions and write to it. And I have written to this poem, oh goodness, probably a dozen times now. And I've taken it in many different directions. And part of this poem, part of writing to this poem, is really where my challenge has come in showing up and teaching Writing Wisdom, in creating classes that look at healing and look at visioning your life, and leveraging my project and program management experience for decades now to really bring that to individuals to say, how do you make a plan for your own life? It's one thing to have a vision, but without really moving into making that vision a reality, it's a dream and a hope, right? So this poem creates many, many openings. And that's what I mean when I say that, when I say create an opening or opening the door. It's that pathway that you could take in your writing just based on what's laid out before you, the path that's laid out before you from the poem. So the jump off lines that I'm called to in this poem are create a clearing. Just create a clearing. Or until the song that is your life. Until the song that is your life. Or I love that, only then will you know. Only then will you know. Okay? I'll read it again, and we'll talk about jump off lines again. There are many, many jump off lines in here. And again, as I'm reading it, close your eyes and listen. Listen with your heart. And if I say a phrase that just kind of pulls you, that just lights you up, use that as your jump off line. You're being called there. Okay? So, quiet place, pen to paper, never leaving the page, write as fast as you can. No critical mind, no correcting, just write raw and messy and real. Here we go. Clearing by Martha Postlewaite. Do not try to save the world or do anything grandiose. Instead, create a clearing in the dense forest of your life and wait there patiently until the song that is your life falls into your own cupped hands and you recognize and greet it. Only then will you know how to give yourself to this world so worth of rescue. So jump off lines, create a clearing, create a clearing. Or, I always love, then you will know, then you will know. Or, how to give yourself, how to give yourself. Like I said, there are many, many options. So, clearing by Martha Postlewaite. Write 10, 15 minutes, whatever you can manage, quiet space. Enjoy. Thank you. And subscribe and thumbs up on the video. Thank you. Bye.